Yeah. I was lost in the smoke, trying to map out my name. Trusting talent, reputation, and the look that could change. Yeah. Had a plan for the pressure, still the pressure had plans. Hands clean, heart unsure, trying to stand on my hands. Yeah, yeah. When the night got loud, I got quiet inside. Every move felt small, every answer felt tight. I kept praying for sight before I stepped to the line, but the road was showing up 1 foot at a time. Darkness didn't hide God, it exposed what was weak. Showed me strength ain't a throne, it's a need that can speak. He lit the lamp in my chest when my chest was a cave. Turned my panic to a path, made the prison a brave. I was chasing the shine, he was making me see. Spotlight fades, but his light stays with me.
When I'm blind, you're the guy.
When I'm pressed, you right in the line.
If I move, you move first.
If I fall, you still don't leave my side.
You are the light behind my sight,
The strength behind my steps tonight.
you get me through the fight.
You were the reason I survived.
You are the light behind my sight,
My rock, my shield, my life.
when I couldn't see the road.
You were the reason I survived.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Now I'm back in the flame, but I'm different in frame. Pressure tried to pin me down, turned the pin into aim. I ran through a troop, didn't flinch, didn't fold. Left the wall with my fears still trying to hold. Path wide and beneath me, every crack got a name. Look like a dead end, turn the runway in lane. Feet like a deer on the ridge, I could barely believe. High places ain't proud places, there where grace makes you lean. Hands trained for the war, not by ego but grind. By the God who can sharpen the soul over time. Every scar got a script, every bruise got a voice. Every loss was a line into making a choice. Rock when the ground shook, shield when it bit. Fortress when the flood hit, deliverer in it. I used to call it my skill, but the credit was his. I was strong in the story, but the story was his. Walls can become a witness when the weak walk through. Lines get redrawn when the light breaks through. Shadow tried to frame me, but the frame got cracked. Now the vision got depth when I look back. If I'm honest, some wars were inside. Pride in the mask, fear in the suit, doubt in the tie. Wounded identity, asking the room to decide if I was enough, if I was seen, if I'd rise. Approval was a chain and I called it a crown. I was loud on the surface, but I was drowning down. Trying to look unshaken, trying to look whole. But you met me in the breaking, you carry my soul.
You are the light behind my sight,
Strength behind my steps tonight.
you get me through the fight.
You were the reason I survived.
You are the light behind my sight,
My rock, my shield, my life.
when I couldn't see the road.
You were the reason I survived.
Run through the truth, through the doubt, through the dark.
Leap over the wall when the fear makes its mark.
Through the truth, through the doubt, through the dark.
Oh,
Run through the truth, through the doubt, through the dark. Run through the truth, through the doubt, through the dark. Run through the truth.
rock, shield,
Fortress, deliverer.
rock, shield.
Rock, shield, fortress, deliverer.
True clarity isn't knowing every detail of the battle. It's knowing who remained faithful through it.